Puss in Boots: The Last Wish proves that DreamWorks and the Shrek franchise still have some unfinished business. Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we're reviewing the latest installment in the Shrek franchise, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, in which we follow our heroic pussycat, Puss in Boots, as on an adventure of a lifetime. Puss in Boots has discovered that adventure has taken a toll on his life, and he's gone through 8 of his 9 lives, and this movie is him on an adventure trying to find the last wish and wish for all of his 9 lives to be restored. Now, I thought I'd do a brief history on my personal relationship with the Shrek franchise, and how it's been very impactful on my life. The Shrek movies were my favorite, especially Shrek 2. Shrek 2 is maybe one of my favorite movies of all time. I remember so many specific memories of watching that as a kid. I feel like I watched it every day, and I loved it so much. And so when I heard they were making a sequel to Puss in Boots, which was the last installment in the Shrek franchise before this new Puss in Boots, I was a bit hesitant because I don't really remember that movie, and it's been a long time since we've visited those characters. So I was like, yeah, will this be good or not? And compared to Shrek 2, it's up there. It's up there with Shrek 2, which is saying a lot because Shrek the Third and Shrek Forever After were not that good. And Puss in Boots, again, I don't really remember it. But to be up there with one of the greatest in the franchise, again, Shrek 2 has that nostalgia feeling for me, so that's why I love it so much. But this film was just so much fun. So with this soft reboot of the Shrek franchise, they have decided to give the animation a bit of a reboot as well. I guess I'm not really sure why. It looks really good. It looks kind of like Spider-Verse, like that, like almost frame by frame. You can see some of the characters like move frame by frame, like laggy is like a kind of good term for it. But it looks really beautiful. It kind of looks hand drawn and painted, and I think that's a really good step in the right direction. If you're gonna reboot a franchise, give it a new look, give it a new everything. Now, is this going to be the new look for the Shrek franchise going forward, or is that just this film? I'm not sure, but I wouldn't mind. It looks really nice. But again, we'll see if this movie does well. I don't know how many movies they'll do within the Shrek franchise. And it'd be cool. It would be cool if they each one kind of had a different animation, I guess. But I think this animation suits this franchise well. Not only was the animation quite beautiful, but also the script was quite beautiful. It was a really nice, touching story about a hero on his last legs trying to rediscover his passion for adventure. It was really funny as well. They've got some really good jokes for adults, not adult jokes, but there are some of that that will fly over the kids' heads. But there's also, it's just jokes that can be funny for kids and adults. This is in the trailer. They've got a montage of Puss losing all of his life. It's kind of like a cutaway gag, but it works really well. When I was there, everyone was laughing. The kids were laughing, the adults were laughing in the cinema. So that's an example of what they've done with the script here and made it funny for everyone. It's also there's a couple of musical numbers, just a few. It's not a full-on musical, but they're sprinkled in there, and that's another fun little part of the script I enjoyed. So now I thought I'd rattle through my characters from my most favourite to my least favourite. So starting off with the titular cat himself, Puss in Boots, played by Antonio Banderas, and he's always great. He was a great side character, and he's a great lead role, especially in this. Like I've said, an aging hero on his just trying to find that sense of adventure again. What is life if not for adventure? And I think that's a really cool character idea, and they did it really well. Kitty Softpaws, voiced by Salma Hayek, and she's a great I guess companion to Puss, but she's also she helps him out, but she also means business. She doesn't do everything for everyone else. She does it for herself, She's a fierce cat. She keeps Puss in line sometimes, and she means business. Kitty Softpaws, she's a great character. Next, we have maybe the coolest character I've ever seen in anything, Wolf. He's portrayed by Wagner Moura. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I hadn't heard of him, but he played Pablo Escobar in the Narcos series, and he is an epic villain. He is so scary, genuinely scary. Like, if I was a kid and I saw that, I'd be terrified. Puss is quite scared of him as well, and you can see why. He's really cool, really menacing. One of the best. He looks awesome. He's got this cool costume on. Best character design, best casting. And yeah, there's some great surprises with him in the film, more than meets the eye. No spoilers, but watch it and you'll be pleasantly surprised, I think. Next up, we have Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Now, Goldilocks is portrayed by Florence Pugh, who is fantastic. She uses her natural British voice in this, which is quite good. And the spin on the Goldilocks and the Three Bears here is they're kind of like a British hooligan group, like, alright mate, we'll mess you up, kind of like a Guy Ritchie type movie, and it works so well. They're looking hunting after Puss, and every scene they're in is so funny, and they play on the recurring joke in there is with them saying, Goldilocks saying, "This is too hot, too cold." That joke is played a couple times, but every time it does, it's quite funny. So they're really good additions to the cast. Next we have Perito, who is portrayed by Harvey Gillian. He is a little dog who meets Puss at the beginning of the movie, and he's kind of the comic relief side character. And most comic relief side characters like this are kind of annoying, to be honest. But I think Perito is a bit more charming than he is annoying, a bit more cute and adorable than annoying, which is good, because I was a bit worried when I saw him in the poster, and even at the beginning of the film I was like, geez, here we go, is this guy going to be annoying? But no, and he also helps with the characters themselves, with their personal stories. I can't say too much, don't want to spoil it, but he helps with them and realizing who they are, and I think that's better than most side characters do. They're just there to make jokes, whereas Perito at least is there for the story, and he's not too annoying. So the final character I have on this list, I'm actually not going to say who he is because he wasn't in any of the promotional material as far as I know. The villain, he's portrayed by John Mulaney. He's pretty cool. He's at the bottom of this list because he is in it a little bit, but there's just better characters and better ideas in the story than him. But yeah, I think John Mulaney did a fine job voicing this character. When you see the movie, you'll know who I'm talking about. But yeah, that does my character ranking list of Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. So I've got a couple points left. I was going to mention that there may be some old friends from the Shrek franchise. Can't say who, but we'll see. Watch the movie and you'll find out. And that brings me on to the future of this franchise, the Shrek franchise. Are they going to bring back Shrek, have a Shrek 5? Shrek 5 has been rumoured for a long time. Screen Rant do a lot of articles mentioning what do we know about Shrek 5, and every year it's the same article, we don't know anything. We don't know anything about Shrek 5, except that I think it is happening. But they've said that for a while now. But maybe this shows that the Shrek franchise could be different fairy tales and interconnected within that universe. Maybe Shrek's the jumping off point for these fairy tales to have their own spin-off films. And that's fine with me. I like the way they do the Shrek franchise do fairy tales. They do them in a kind of modern and unique, cool way that aren't too boring and brings fresh life into these, ancient characters. A lot of them are. So yeah, that in conclusion, the Shrek franchise is back, bigger than ever. But it was also a really good solo character study almost on Puss in Boots himself. I thought, not a character study, but just a really good adventure story with Puss in Boots himself in there. Fun for the whole family. Bring your family there this holidays. It's a good Christmas movie over the Christmas holidays and the New Year's holidays. If I give it a rating, I'd give it a 4.5. I gave Shrek 2, that's a 5, that's a 5 out of 5. But yeah, Puss in Boots to the Last Wish, a 4.5 out of 5. So I hope everyone enjoyed this review. I hope you want to go see the movie now. You should go see it anyway. Don't listen to me, just go see it. And yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and thanks for watching, everyone. See you later.